As we told you yesterday, the director of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention prescribing some big changes after the agency's heavily criticized response to COVID-19. NewsNation correspondent Kelly Meyer is live in Washington. So, Kelly, change is coming, but these, of course, not the only federal agencies in need of a makeover.
Yeah, that's right, Nicole. For example, we're here at the Department of Health and Human Services, and they have a system that's been in place since 1972. That's 50 years. Now with these government agencies and departments getting this overhaul, the question is, why did it take so long? And for the CDC, it's been mired in bureaucracy that it took the COVID-19 pandemic to reveal. For others, it's this outdated, decades-old technology that's keeping these government agencies stuck in the past.
There is a limit to what most highly qualified personnel can process by hand.
These days, this may seem like a thing of the past, but the technology still being used in some of the federal government offices isn't that far off. Government computers from the Department of Treasury to the Department of Defense running on systems using outdated languages, operating with known security vulnerabilities, and have unsupported software, according to the Government Accountability Office. The operation that keeps our dams and power plants running using obsolete hardware that's no longer supported by the manufacturers. And the FAA system that provides information on homeland security and aviation accidents runs on a disk-operated system. Think floppy disks or CD-ROM technology with applications dating back to the 1980s. Right now, the federal government is moving to modernize the agencies long criticized as ineffective and outdated. The IRS is set to go through an $80 billion revamp to clear through a backlog of unprocessed claims and upgrade that archaic technology. In the case of the CDC, it wasn't just the technology, but the bureaucracy. CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky, who led the agency through part of the COVID-19 pandemic, conceding this week that, quote, in our big moment, our performance did not reliably meet expectations. Their plan to be better: faster CDC response and clearer messaging, to name a few. Attempts to spruce up federal agencies falling short. One expert says that's due to a revolving door at the departments.
You have short-term leaders in government that aren't really aligned to the long-term needs of the organizations they're responsible for.
Another challenge is finding people to go into public service, especially in the technology workforce, along with keeping that cash flow going in to revamp the agencies and departments. But keeping the status quo could be costly, too, with $100 billion from the federal government going into IT, about 80% of that going into keeping these old systems running. Nicole?
Yeah, that is a lot of money. Okay. Kelly, thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.